All right, we are back with a new season of Love and Order. And where the fuck have I been? We are going to talk about my engagement after 1 year of dating, my wedding. We're going to sit down with my husband. We're going to talk about all of it next week. But today, we have internet royalty with us, okay? This woman spent her time recording a 50-part series on TikTok, 10 minutes each. Okay, I'm talking about everyone's favorite storyteller, Reesa Teesa. Reesa, we have a history that we have been talking about off the record for about, 30 minutes, and now we're recording. I am so happy to meet you. I'm so excited to meet you. How does it feel to now have everyone wanting a piece of Reesa Teesa?
It's a bit overwhelming. Just because it is a lot of people that want a piece, but I'm excited to be here because it does feel like LawyerLimor.
I know. And we have to tell everyone. So let me say this. I took a brief hiatus from the internet, okay? Met my boyfriend, fiance, now husband, right? So after that, I just kept hearing about this series, Who the Fuck Did I Marry? And I'm like, nope, Limor, don't do it. You have to work. Don't get on the internet. It's on TikTok. I won't really hear about it. Then it infiltrated Instagram. Everyone's posts were, are you guys listening? It's part 32. Where's part 33? Everyone. Okay? And I just thought, shit. It's called Who the Fuck Did I Marry? I'm a family law attorney. I need to watch. I need to listen.
You need to know what's going on for research.
Listen, research. Reesa, research. I go on TikTok. I'm watching the first part. Already I'm engaged. Your voice, the way you're telling this story, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what? Let me write a comment. I don't even comment on people's posts that much. And I write, I can't believe this is my first time seeing this. And you respond, I remember when I was your moderator. Bifurcation. Reesa, I ran to the other room. I'm like, Richard, this girl knows me.
Yes.
The Who the Fuck Did I Marry girl knows me. But the name Reesa Teesa didn't ring a bell. Okay? So how did Reesa Teesa evolve? And how did you know me?
Okay. So first and foremost,
that voice.
I see the comments, right? But I see LawyerLimor commented. And I was like, Limor. Because for some reason, every time I say your name, I say it like that.
I love that.
So when I said, I used to be your moderator. So here's the thing. Story time, y'all.
Yes.
So when I first started TikTok, my username was T McCoy. I believe it was T McCoy 215, my birthday. It was so original. But anyway, it was T McCoy. And then back when you were doing the Kim and Kanye divorce, like you were doing all of these coverages of the different divorces in Hollywood. So I was following you. I would get on TikTok lives with you and you made me a moderator and I would moderate those lives with you, girl. And so when I changed my name, my legal last name was McCoy. I changed my name back to my maiden name around January-ish. And I was like, well, if I change my name, I might as well change my username. And for some reason, I think that's when you fell off a little bit. And you were like, okay, I'm taking a break.
She said I fell off.
Taking a break.
I took a break.
Taking a break.
That's right.
And so while you took a break, I changed my name. And then literally a month later, Who the F Did I Marry came out. And so it really is just a matter of you were like, okay, I'm taking a break. And then I was like, well, I'm changing my name. And we kind of went our separate ways only for us to then come back together when you put that comment on there. So yeah, I was one of your moderators.
Oh my God.
And I want everyone to know I was a great moderator.
A great moderator.
I was all over those TikTok lives.
You were everywhere. If I was posting, T. McCoy was there. There was always a comment. I'm sure I grabbed your comments several times and responded to them for a new video. I remember the name T. McCoy. You were on all the lives, getting rid of the trolls. I didn't even know how to do that. And I didn't even know what a moderator was. I think you probably told me. Like, Limor, you need moderators.
Because you had so many people on your TikTok lives going over the Kim and Kanye. Then you would go over some other divorces, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And I remember for the people who were real OG Limor fans, they know about bifurcation.
They know about bifurcation.
Okay, if they don't know about bifurcation, they're not real. They're not an OG fan.
You're right. You're right. If you don't remember the condo with no furniture, you're not an OG fan.
Or Friday nights where you had to leave to go to Shabbat.
You knew my whole schedule. I love it. I love it. And I was drinking the Zevia.
Girl, you and that Zevia.
Me and that Zevia. Listen, they contacted me finally. I mean, I'm sorry, Zevia, but your marketing team, well, I don't see them in Target anymore, so I don't know what happened to them. But they said, we're going to send you a case. We love all of your, whatever. Mm-hmm. Did they send me a case? No, they didn't. Mm. No, they didn't. So that's okay. I can buy my own case, but don't get me excited like that. Okay?
Oh, I feel you.
Right. Oh, you feel me? Do you want to elaborate on that? Because I can only imagine.
I understand when a brand gets you excited and they want to do something only to then not do it. Mm. But I will tell you from experience, other brands will step in.
There we go. There we go. That kind of reminds me of the culture of men. They will lie, right? They'll get you excited about something.
And they don't have proof of funds.
They don't have proof of funds, Reesa. So tell me about your presence on social media, just in general before this. So you were moderating for, was it only me?
Yes.
I feel so
You're my one and only, honey.
Oh my God.
I love you. That's the funny thing is the fact that I'm sitting here on this podcast solely off of relationship.
That's exactly right.
Pre-Reesa Teesa.
That's exactly right.
That's really what it is. When you were like, I would love for you to come on my podcast, I was like, I will make this happen. It's LaMor.
I love you.
It's LaMor.
And I so appreciate that because you are now with CAA, correct? Mm-hmm. If you're with CAA, you're not returning my email. You probably just are not. Maybe after I interview Reesa Teesa, you're responding to my emails. But the second I saw that we were friends, after I saw your comment, I'm like, oh my God, and a moderator of mine, I just want to meet you. Yeah. Right? And at that point, you're like, yes, just email me. And it was your Gmail. And then by the time we scheduled this, 5-person email thread, I'm like, is Reesa Teesa on this email thread? I want to talk to her, right? But now you have your team, you have your black SUVs, you have your London, you don't have a Beamer, but you have your London trip, your Paris trip, your high tea, honey filled,
with
hot
the pinky in the air.
Everything. Yes. I love that. So what were you doing on TikTok before you started telling this story?
Okay, so in the beginning days of Reesa Teesa, literally I was doing some funny TikToks, but mostly I was going live on TikTok twice a day. This is for the OG Reesa Teesa fans. Ooh. I was going live twice a day. One, I would show my commute to work in Atlanta traffic, and my commute was an hour and 10 minutes all the way up to an hour and a half one way.
Oh.
So I would drive with the camera on the highway playing music, and I would have different playlists, an all things Beyonce playlist, all things hip hop or praise and worship. I'm serious. I would do this every day on the way to work and then on the way home. And they would be completely different playlists. I would start the day with praise and worship, and then I would be on Cardi B on the way home.
Oh, I love that.
It all depends on how my work day went. So that's how I ended up with about 8,000 followers, was just from going live twice a day showing my Atlanta commute.
It was just the vibes.
It was.
Oh my.
And just playing music. And I would talk a little bit, good morning, happy Tuesday. This is, for those of you who are just joining, this is me going to work. I'm getting on 75 North, going to Cobb County. I would just talk. Today's weather is going to be about 80 degrees.
Okay.
You guys tell me where you're from. And I would love to see people in the comments say, hey girl, I'm from Virginia. I'm from LA. And I would be like, good morning, LA. Good morning, Virginia. That is what I was doing all the way up until the first part of Who the F Did I Marry?
Wow. And then one morning you woke up and you chose violence.
So what had happened was,
There's that storyteller voice.
It was a series of, someone had posted a video that said, what is the most effed up thing your ex has ever done?
Okay.
And I did a stitch to that video. Did the stitch, uploaded it. It got some traction. Then someone was like, well, what else did he do? So I did another video and I said, things my pathologically lying ex-husband lied about. I did that video. That got some traction. And then there were a lot of people who were like, what? You can't just leave us hanging. So within about 12 hours is when I decided I'm going to tell the whole story. I'm gonna go from start to finish. And then the question was, okay, how am I going to tell it? And so that's when I decided I'm gonna just make a playlist and upload it as much as I can in batches and leave it in the playlist in order. And people can just listen to it like an audiobook whenever they have time.
Wow. And did they have time?
And I had no idea it was going to turn into what it turned into.
Listen, when I got online to go see it, the trending TikTok trend was your audio and people cleaning their houses, people in the shower, right? Listening to the story, okay? And they were on the edge of their seats between every single part. And not for nothing, you have a 9-to-5 job, okay? Are you listening to your videos before you post them, or are you recording and then just publishing?
Recording and publishing.
Okay. So
because my phone would only hold so much memory. So I had to record and publish in batches. So like, it's easy to just talk and tell you, girl, so this is how we met.
Right.
And you're just talking and talking. Well, you only have 10 minutes. So once the 10 minutes are up, go ahead, upload it. Go ahead and then do the other one. So it was easier to save like parts 1 through 5 as a draft.
Oh,
Then upload all 5 parts. Delete them so I can free up the memory.
Oh my God.
Record 6 through 10. Save it as a draft. Upload, delete. And that's exactly what I did for all 50 parts. That's why I was like, I have to finish this by the end of the weekend because my phone was like hot. Like literally the battery was like, what are you doing?
Oh
like,
God.
So yeah, that's how I did it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. And how about people in your regular life? What were they saying? Because if they had TikTok, you were on there, whether you told them what you were doing or what you were posting or if you're going viral. If they had the internet, they're seeing Reesa Teesa telling this story. So what was that reaction?
Okay, so my inner circle is actually kind of small.
Okay.
To be honest with you, like family and very, very close friends. Of my close friends, 2 are on social media. So the rest had no idea. No idea. The 2 that are on social media are not heavy on TikTok. So it took them a while. It took my family a while. So if you figure I uploaded February 14th, by February 17th, I was done. All 50 parts are up. Now it's spreading like wildfire. It took about another few days for people in my actual inner circle to be like, hey, I heard something about a Reesa Teesa. Like, what's going on? At work, my coworkers, I did get a phone call from one of my bosses around the 17th.
Okay.
And what he said was, you were all over my Facebook.
Oh.
But I wasn't on Facebook. So I was like, what are you talking about? That's not me. He sent me a screenshot and someone had brought it over to Facebook. So yeah, it didn't take long, but it wasn't as quickly as people may have thought.
Wow. So you hit every demographic. Because if you're being reposted on Facebook, there's no one on earth who hasn't seen this story. Oh my.
Yeah.
There was one part that had nothing to do with the relationship, but you had mentioned that during COVID, did you get fired from a job?
I left a job.
You left a job. You were like, I would stay at home and I was working remote, but I wasn't really working. So
okay, so what had happened was,
yes, tell us.
So during COVID, I was still working at Georgia State Patrol,
Okay,
right?
there we go, yes.
But we were working from home. And I will admit, I was a really, really bad work from home employee because my responsibility was to still answer my phone, answer emails. But what happened was I would turn on a movie on Netflix and completely forget to check my email. My phone was on Do Not Disturb.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
I would take a nap and my boss is like, I'm trying to reach you. And so eventually I had to come back into the office 5 days a week.
That's right. It was you and one other person.
Yeah. We had to come back into the office because neither one of us knew how to behave.
No.
Working from home.
You weren't just moving the mouse every 5 minutes. You really didn't care.
I was bad.
Do Not Disturb while working from home.
I was bad.
You have balls. You have balls.
Look,
okay.
I had to go back to work every day because they were like, we can't trust you. And I admit, I wasn't trustworthy because I would go to sleep.
Oh my God.
And then I would sometimes, because again, it's during COVID, so I would go for a drive, leave the laptop at home. I was bad. I admitted I was bad. I took it for granted. That's really what it was.
Okay. I like that.
So I took it for granted and I had to go back into the office. And then I learned my lesson because the numbers started rising again and they let me work from home again. And I did better.
You did better.
I was on top of it.
You did better.
I did better.
Okay. I'm very proud of
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you. Now, you still have a 9-to-5 job now. So how is that working with your schedule? Because you're in Los Angeles, California right now.
Yes.
Okay.
And I live in Atlanta.
And you live in Atlanta. Not for long. You're going to move. You're going to move. You're going to live in West Hollywood with me. I already know.
Let's see. My job is working with me in terms of, okay, you need to be off, take off. But they do joke with me. They're like, at this point, you're like a part-time employee because I'm gone for a week. I'm using PTO.
Right. Okay.
To cover me being
Yeah.
out for a week. I'm going to be out again at some point next week. So they're giving me the grace, but I do know, I'm not stupid. I know a fork in the road is coming. You know what I mean? Like,
they probably know
this
too.
Reesa Teesa stuff, if you're going to see it through and you're going to be on this ride, you're not going to be able to stay at the 9-to-5. And I'm holding on to it probably very tightly because it's normal.
It's normal.
It's normal.
It's normal. Nothing about your life since Valentine's Day has been normal.
Except for my job. And
Except
so
for
there's
your
a part of me that's like, I don't want to go, not because of anything other than I'm just used to it and I am a creature of habit. My coworkers treat me like they have before the 14th. And I appreciate that because everywhere else is like, oh my God, they are not like that. They're like, so did you finish that project? Did you answer that email?
Oh, man. I love that. They humble you.
They try.
I love that. So, are you tired?
I'm tired because, truthfully, it feels like I'm living two lives. And that is exhausting. So 9-to-5 is Teresa. And then 5 to 8:59 a.m. the next day is Reesa Teesa. And then you switch back to Teresa. So that is exhausting. It's exhausting to work all day and then get on Zoom calls. It's exhausting to work all day and then take a red eye to LA. So I'm not exhausted or tired from the opportunities as much as it's like, okay, you're going to have to pick a side, honey.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pick a side.
Yeah. No, I get that. And I'm very proud of you for actually riding the wave because it's something that I personally regret not doing because I really got tired after the Johnny Depp, Amber Heard stuff. And I just took a huge hiatus away from the internet because, to be honest, the lawyer part of my life was more lucrative, right? So I just decided to do that. But of course, this part of it is much more fun. And, you know, I've seen people ask, how much did Reesa make from the Creator Fund? Listen, the money question, I got that question more than 5 times when I put up a question block on Instagram. I want to know how much you made from Creator Fund. Hang on. But how nosy are people? What questions are they asking you that you're like, this is none of your business, knowing that you did put certain things about your life out there and people are going to be curious?
So I haven't really encountered too much, this is none of your business, because you do have to remember you opened the door.
Right.
As long as you remember you opened the door, you're going to have to take things in stride. In terms of the Creator Fund, the only issue I have about that question is I think people ask with a number already in their mind. And I made a video, I literally made a TikTok video addressing this because I'm like, guys, it's nowhere near what you were thinking. Because I think people thought, okay, you're in the Creator Fund, you get paid off of every view. You don't. You get paid off of every eligible view that's in your For You page timeline.
Yeah.
So for example, if I made a clip of this podcast and I upload it, it may show up on, let's say, 20,000 For You pages, right? Of those 20,000 For You pages, TikTok is only going to count certain views as eligible. I'll get paid off of that. So to answer the question, it's nowhere near what people thought. I heard 80,000, 100,000. And I just was like, y'all, if I took this wig off and y'all saw my edges, you would know it's nowhere near that amount. It's a decent amount, but it is not enough to quit my job.
Right.
Let me be very clear. It is not enough to quit my job. Some people would have. I don't think that's wisdom. So that's why I haven't done it. But I'm appreciative of the Creator Fund.
Right.
But it is not enough to quit my job. It is not enough to buy a BMW X5 dark blue with cognac interior. It is not enough to buy a house. Things that I would like to do that are important to me. It's not enough for that. It's enough to put away and just be like, okay, if it rains, I have an umbrella.
Where did you get all of this wisdom from? Because I can tell you're very self-reflective, okay? You are very self-aware, okay? And you are so sophisticated in the way you think about life because you've been given this crazy opportunity. We checked in the car. I'm like, wait, let me see how many followers she has because I want to mention 3.7 million on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them have followed you to Instagram. They're following everything. Do you know you have a thread on Reddit?
No.
Yeah.
I do?
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yes, you do. And they're posting things like, she should sue this company because they're doing this and she's not getting paid, we don't think. And it's on a snark Reddit, which I'm obsessed with.
Okay.
But they are your fans. They love you.
And look, I love them. I do.
I can
like,
tell.
I
can
love
tell.
when I see a comment that's like, girl, we will ride at dawn. I'm like, that is just great. But as far as this look, this story started in 2020. And I've had a lot of time, 2020, 21, to really dig deep. And that's why I said when I made the series, like, look, I'm going to tell the whole story, even if it makes me look bad, because I've had to accept my part in it. It is so easy to be like, he did this, he did that. It was him. But then you have to kind of answer the question, well, how did he even get into your life? You know what I mean? So some of it is just life lessons. And I'm not the most mature person at all, but there are certain things that life just has a way of showing you and teaching you. And you just got to accept the lesson. So I try to self-reflect, journal, therapy as much as I can because I'm a big advocate for therapy and journaling and get your thoughts out. You know what I mean? Just reflect on what is it that you want to do with this because this is a great opportunity and it's so much bigger than just me. So
speaking of which, I saw that you were a speaker at an event. Was it yesterday? Tell us about that because it looked incredible. I mean, Lauren London, I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Yes, tell us.
So Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts, she released a book called Power Moves, and she's been on a speaking tour, different cities. And she had me at the last stop, which was here in LA. And so I was on stage with her, just having a conversation. And I tell you, that was probably one of the most amazing experiences because I am such I don't want to use the word fan, but I appreciate her ministry so much. And I told her, I said, look, some of your sermons have saved me, like for real. So to be asked, because again, my circle is small. So it is still surprising that people know who I am. I know that may sound crazy. It is surprising. It genuinely was surprising when I saw your comment. I know, but to me, you're LawyerLimor. Like, to me, it's like,
you're my
girl, I was wondering,
right?
Like, so it is surprising that LawyerLimor knows my name or Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts knew my name and even thought highly enough of me to say, I would like for you to come and speak on my tour.
Right.
Like, that's humbling. So to meet her husband, Pastor Roberts, to meet her team, Lauren London. Lauren London is gorgeous, by the way. Savannah James, she's gorgeous, by the way.
There we go.
Like, I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm about to think. Like, I just felt so like, but yeah, that was a great opportunity.
Yeah, it looked amazing. It
was.
Looked amazing. Is that the type of work that you want to continue to do? Lend your voice to things like that?
Yeah, because right now I feel like just based on the comments and the DMs I get, I really would like to eventually be a place where the people who have a story, but they're like, I don't necessarily want to tell my story, but I trust you to tell it. I want to be able to be in that position.
I love that.
You know what I mean? I want to be able to speak up for people who, men and women, because it's not just women, but men and women who were like, you know what? I have a story and I trust you enough to tell it. And if anyone ever invites me to speak and I feel like it's something that aligns with me, then yeah, I will absolutely do it. I'll be nervous and have stomach pains, but I'm going to get through it. Because I was nervous yesterday.
Oh.
I was so nervous, but it was such a safe space. And I'm grateful for that. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes people forget, I'm just a regular person. I'm just a regular woman.
But you knew, Reesa, as the numbers were going up, that regular person thing, it was over.
Yes and no. So yes, I knew the numbers were going up. But again, it still surprises me when people know who I am. It does.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's cool to a point.
To a point, yeah, okay.
You do have to change how you do certain stuff. Like, you do have to be mindful a little more now. But it's cool. It's just also like, wait, you know who I am? Like, LawyerLimor knows who I am.
Oh, I love you. Tell me about the first fan experience where you were just caught off guard. Like, what? Who are you?
Oh, okay. So Story time.
Yes.
No. So I went to New York for Good Morning America, which is its own, I know, it's its own thing.
So proud of you. Wow.
Yeah, that was wow.
Wow.
Robin Roberts.
Wow.
And Tamron Hall.
Wow.
Okay, so after we finished, I believe it was the first night there, me and my attorney and then my PR guy, we're going to go out to eat. So this is New York City. Times Square.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So we go to this sushi place. It was great. It was wonderful. As we're leaving, sorry, it was not sushi. It was steak.
Okay.
Because I think it was like a Brooklyn steakhouse or something. So as we're leaving, one of the security guys comes up and he's like, hey, my boss wants to meet you. The boss is like the manager of the restaurant. And I was like, what? Me?
I love it.
So he comes out and he was like, yeah, I just wanted to meet you, shakes my hand, poses for a picture. We're in New York, Times Square. To me, it's like, this is the city. Everyone, I mean, people go about their business. No one's really studying you. So there's a group of girls who walks by and they're like, oh my God, Reesa? And I was like, what? Like, y'all know who I am? They were like, yes, can we get a picture? That was the moment. I was like, in New York City, that blew me away.
That is awesome.
That blew me away because, again, it's New York. Like, they're not fazed by stuff. So it was shocking that random people in New York City knew who I was. It was shocking when I did a sit-down interview in the lobby of my hotel. And these two girls had stopped my PR guy and they were like, is there any way we can get a picture with her? Like, can we just meet her? Shocking. That was the moment I was like, okay, maybe a few more people saw this than I thought. Maybe a few more.
Reesa, every single video, forget the views. You have over 1 million likes on the post. Okay. That is insane. Even the post story time, right? Where you're like, oh, I'm at the grocery store. I'm going to buy lemon juice for my tea.
Yeah.
3 million likes. Oh my.
Or when I went to
it.
Target and I was like, I made it to Target, y'all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So what was your relationship trajectory before this relationship? What kind of relationships were the main Legion relationship, the marriage? Okay. What were your experiences with relationships before?
So before Legion, I had been in love before with a nice guy, but I thought he was the one. I honestly did. And it did not go well or did not go the way I thought. Before that, I had dated, I had been in relationships, but it just never led to marriage. And then we kind of went our separate ways. One of my exes who meant a lot to me passed away suddenly. And his passing away kind of changed how I looked at relationships. Like, I don't want to play games anymore because life is so short.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so not long after that, I kind of entered into the phase of, okay, I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to have a family. And I want to meet someone who wants the same thing. And so I literally stopped dating for fun and started dating with a purpose. And so that's one of the mistakes I made with my ex-husband because he presented himself as, look, this is exactly what I want, marriage, family, house. And he said all of those things to me without me having to say anything. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't as if he was responding to me saying, I want to get married. It was him saying, look, if you're not a woman who's ready for marriage, you're not the one for me. So I was like, what? So yeah, really beforehand was kind of dating for fun, but not necessarily dating to get married. And so he was the first relationship where I was like very adamant, I'm dating for marriage. Like, I've already done the fun stuff. I'm 34 at the time, about to be 35. I'm ready to get married, to have a kid, biological clock stuff. And so, yeah, that was my own little fork in the road. You've been having fun, but you're not married. So what are you doing? Let's change what you're doing. And then look what happened.
Well, so was the mistake that you found this person who was just mirroring what you were saying with not a lot of substance behind it? He was just telling you what you wanted to hear? Because really, do you think the mistakes fall on you for being someone who was open to love and very honest and transparent about what you wanted? Because that sounds very genuine and honest to me, right? I put, of course, like you said in the beginning, some of the fault, sure, it's on you. But if we're going to give percentages, I would say 90% him, 10% you, right? But do you blame yourself for the way the relationship unfolded?
So I blame myself in the sense that when I knew something was wrong, I didn't either investigate or walk away. Okay, so I wanted to be in a relationship. You meet someone and it seems like both of you are on the same page, right? And that's great. The issue becomes when they show you a red flag and you don't either investigate, because you can investigate it and then determine, is this something I want to deal with? Or you walk away. I didn't do either. I kind of ignored it. And I ignored it out of a sense of, look, I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to have a kid. And so I let that fuel me. So that's why I say I put the blame on myself, because you had a choice to make. And the choice you made was really not the right one, but the motive behind it was a sense of, I want what I want. When he showed me the first red flag, I should have investigated. At the very least, I should have investigated. At the most extreme, I should have just walked away. So that's where I feel like, yeah, he lied about stuff. But again, when you watch this series, I talk about the very first time he lied, and I knew he was lying, and I didn't nip it in the bud.
Yeah.
And then you have the United Nations of red flags.
Listen, he was a walking red flag. So let's talk about red flags and green flags. I have a game for you. Okay.
Okay.
You're going to tell me if these things to you are a red flag or a green flag.
Okay.
Okay. Some of them we'll see, because Legion's not the only one who can play games.
Right.
Okay. And by the way, Legion follows me. Stop following me. I feel like you're trying to follow everyone that Reesa follows.
Yeah.
That is creepy.
I know.
So stop following all of us. But I won't block you just in case you want to talk shit, and then maybe I can go viral.
Girl,
maybe I can ride your coattails.
Listen, you're an attorney. So if he's smart,
yeah, he won't fuck
which
with me.
he's not, but if he were, he would know you are cover y'all's ears. You are a badass.
Oh, I love you.
You are, though. Like,
Reesa.
Don't get it twisted. Look, I can't afford your retainer because I know you're West Hollywood. But again, I'm an OG fan, so I know you know your stuff. So, all right, girl, let's go ahead.
Let's go ahead. And I have a lot of these, okay?
All right.
Keeps canceling last minute.
Red flag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wants you to share your location with him at all times.
Ooh. Okay, is this a relation? Like, are we
In
married?
a relationship. This is a boyfriend that you have been dating for a bit.
Okay, I'm gonna have to say that's a red flag.
It's a red flag. Okay.
Which is weird because I don't mind sharing. Look, it's 2024, y'all. I don't mind sharing your location just out of a sense of respect, but I probably am going to do that with my fiance or husband.
There we go.
And I would want him to do the same. I just want to know you're good. It's not about keeping tabs, but a boyfriend, I'm gonna have to put that under red flag. We would have to talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. Okay. Not wanting to share passwords. Not a fiance, not a husband, a boyfriend.
Dang it, Lamar. Okay. Red flag or green flag. Am I allowed to have a yellow flag? Because, okay. He doesn't want to share his password. I can't say that that's a deal breaker because I know what it's like to be with someone who shared passwords and it means nothing. No, I'm being honest.
No,
it
I know
means
you're being
nothing.
honest.
So it's almost like, am I really going to lose sleep over that? I'm not going to put that as a red flag. Just
Okay.
based off of my history. So y'all don't come for me. That's based off of my history.
Yes, I think that's fair because listen, you learned bifurcation from my videos. I really learned what a pathological liar is from your videos.
Yeah.
Okay. How about having no social media?
That to me is actually a green flag.
Me too.
Yeah,
I love
it's
that.
a
I
green
love that.
flag.
And then there's a sweet spot. What do you think about a guy who has about 200 followers and follows like 100 people?
And that's a green flag.
Green flag,
Yeah.
green flag
Yeah, that doesn't
all
bother me.
day. Yeah, yeah. How about a man who refers to some women as high value women or low value women?
Red flag.
There we go. How about a man who asks you to go swimming for a first date?
That's a red flag because first and foremost, as an African American woman, no, because I'm not having my wig come off in the middle of the no. And how dare he try to get me? No, I say that in jest, but that's a red flag. If a man asked me to go swimming, I would look at him like, what?
I love this because, listen, Reesa, let me tell you something.
You went swimming, didn't you?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't because I'm not stupid. But that man, the one I married, Richard, right over there. Look, he's shaking of laughter. He's turning red. You're still so handsome. Hi.
Y'all are so cute.
First date. Do you want to go night swimming with me? I was like, no, bye.
Night swimming.
Night swimming.
That is only romantic in the hills.
Ooh.
Did you see that show on MTV?
Yes, when they're at the La Brea apartments.
Yeah.
That's when it's cute.
That's when it's cute.
First day
Richard.
swimming. You're gonna see me in a bathing suit.
First-
Don't think
On our
no.
first date. You gonna see all my makeup come off on the first date?
My God, my mascara.
What?
Dripping? No.
What?
And let's not even talk about the fact that I can't really swim.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Wanting to split the tab on a first date.
I'm okay with that. Green flag. It's a first date. We don't really know each other. And honestly, some men will act like I paid for dinner. Therefore, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
So I'm good with paying for my, as a matter of fact, to all my ladies.
Yes.
If you're going to go on a first date, make sure you have enough money to cover you. Yeah.
I think that's a really, really, really good tip.
Yeah.
Really good. Not tipping at a coffee shop.
Were you served?
Great question. No, they're flipping the iPad.
Lord Jesus. Why are you asking me these questions?
I know. This one, it's like, ugh.
That is a personal choice.
Okay.
I'm not
No
going to
judgments.
ding you. Yeah. No judgment on that one.
Okay, so not a green, not a red.
Yeah,
it's just kind of
like
whatever.
I'm more anal if you did not tip our server.
Yes.
That's where I'm like,
There we go.
that tells me a lot about you.
Okay.
But at the coffee shop, at the counter, I mean, I'm not going to ding you on that one.
Oh my God. It is such a crazy culture that the
is.
tipping on the iPad is the one where I'm like,
really?
let me throw cash in here if I want to
Yeah.
after I get my coffee.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening here? Yeah. It's a weird one. It's weird. How about never owning a pet?
Okay.
Ooh.
Listen, not only is that a green flag, but I will probably marry him. Okay, I'm being funny.
Are we the same person?
Listen, I am terrified. Have you ever seen that movie, Big Girls Fly?
No.
Okay, first of all, it's not a real movie. I just made it up. But if you have a loose dog or a loose cat, you will see this big girl fly, honey.
Okay, Reesa.
So a guy with no pets, I'm fine with, because I'm terrified of pets. Terrified. Unless it's a goldfish.
Wow. So we are really the same person, because some
Terrified.
people think that's a red flag. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That means to me, they have time to hang out with me. They have more money to spend on me. Their house probably smells great. Okay. And there's room for me in their bed to sleep over. Right? Because people with pets, they sleep with them.
Well, not okay. So now
They're
to
in
be
their
fair,
bed.
Lamar, let's be
in their
fair.
bed.
To be fair,
Uh-huh.
they don't all sleep with their pets, but they do all cook in the kitchen with their pets, and that's where I have to draw the line. No,
Okay,
but I'm terrified. So in other words, if a guy has a pet, honestly, because of my this is a transparent moment.
Yes.
I am terrified of pets. If a guy has a pet, if he's like, oh, I have a dog, I probably will not date him, because I respect the fact, I respect the fact that your dog is probably like your family member. I respect that.
Right.
But I need you to respect that I would be terrified, literally shaking in fear just to go to your home. So let's just be friends on the phone, because I'm terrified. You're laughing, but listen, there's somebody who's going to see this that knows me, and they're like, she's not kidding.
I love
If you invite me to your home, the first thing I'm going to say is, do you have pets?
Oh my gosh. I'm glad that Richard's here to hear that, because he thought that I was crazy. Okay. With the whole pet thing. He has a little, I don't even know what it is, but it's a little dog, and she's like bratty, and it's like, I know she won't eat me,
Right.
but it's a dog.
Yeah.
Who's your celebrity crush?
Man.
Come on, you're in that world now. Put it out there.
I
Who is
know.
it?
I'm trying to think. Who is my actual? There's a few.
Okay.
As bad as that sounds.
Okay, no.
So you have Idris Elba, who I think, isn't that everyone? Like, don't
Yeah,
we
I
all
think
just
so.
sit there?
Men and women and everything in between.
So it's certain celebrity that I had a crush on during a certain time, like Jonathan Rhys Meyers.
Okay.
I had a crush on him when he played the Tutors.
Okay. That's fair.
But for the record, seasons 1 through 4. That big old Henry VIII was not my crush, but that young one, Jonathan Rhys Meyers, boy, was fine.
Okay, so if that young one had a dog, you're going to his house? No, it can't be that deep. Really?
It's that deep. Yeah. I've been afraid of dogs my whole life. So
it's really...
Yeah, it's deep. Like if Idris Elba was like, hey, I'm single, but I have a pit bull, I'd be like, oh, okay, it was so nice to meet you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to talk to you about that one, because you have to...
No.
Yes.
I'm good.
Wow.
I'm good. Yeah.
I love that. So have you been in a relationship since the divorce?
Oh my God, no.
No. When do you think you'll be ready? Are you in the process of healing? healing and,
I'm in
obviously.
Yeah, I'm in the process of
writing
healing.
this
Like
way.
I'm in a whole new chapter. So
Yes.
part of it is the process of healing. And then the other part of it is you really need to know what their motive is now. You know
There
what
we
I
go.
mean?
Yes.
So yeah, and I can joke about stuff. Like I do believe in marriage. I would love to get married again and be done. You know what I mean? Like meet the right person, wait for the right person. So I can joke about, oh my God, if he didn't have a dog, I'd marry him. Y'all don't take it too serious. But I believe in love. I believe in marriage. It's just that I know that right now I have a lot of like PTSD.
Okay, that's
You know
fair.
what I mean? Like I have a
Yes.
lot of, oh, I can't make it for dinner tonight because I had to work. And I'm like, you lying. You lying. Literally the first, and because I know that I'm still there,
Yes.
take your time and heal.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. So let's do another game.
Okay.
Okay. Mom, can we play Fuck, Marry, Kill?
She'll
Yes?
be fine.
She'll be fine?
At this point, she's heard
Okay.
all 50 parts.
There-
So, you know.
I love that.
Okay.
Oh my
Fuck,
God.
marry, kill.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, you dirty, dirty young lady. Okay. You're dirty because I know what's going on.
You know why I'm asking.
All right.
Yes.
I would say this is going to bite me. Kill Drake.
Oof.
Marry Kendrick Lamar. Fuck J. Cole.
Wow.
Kendrick Lamar is deep. So is
Yeah.
J. Cole. Let me just hush. That's my choice.
Okay. Yeah. There's something sexy about Kendrick Lamar. Forget the feud
Yeah.
and all of that. There really is.
Yeah.
And no one's riding the Drake train right now.
I'm
crazy,
not,
huh?
I'm not.
Wow.
But anyway, yeah, that's my.
That's fair. Okay. Brad Pitt, Mel Gibson, Tom Cruise.
Okay. Kill Mel Gibson. Marry Brad Pitt. Fuck Tom Cruise. I can't marry Tom Cruise. That's all what happened to Katie Holmes. Can't do it. And Tom, yeah,
He's too short.
He's too short. And the funny thing is, I love Tom Cruise.
Really?
I do love Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise
As an actor.
As an actor,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
I've never met him.
Yeah.
As an actor, I'm like, dude, you've gotten so much of my money.
There we go.
In terms of just seeing your films, because I can't, it's been a long time since I personally have seen a Tom Cruise movie that I'm like, what was that, Tom?
Yeah,
I
you're
really
right.
enjoy his work. Like, I really, truly do. So he's one of those guys, if I met him, I'd be like, you know what? I probably would talk to him as if I knew him from back in the day. Because I think he's from New Jersey, which is also where I'm originally from.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
But I can't marry him.
You can't marry him. Okay. What are your opinions on Will and Jada?
Whatever works for them. Because the thing is, no one knows what goes on in someone's marriage. I was disappointed with the slap. I like Will Smith. I like Jada. So whatever works for them.
Yeah, the slap totally turned me off from Will Smith. And it breaks my heart that I can't get back to a place where he is that Hollywood royalty. Like Will Smith, we all grew up with him, right? And
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes, and he's just so
In
A-list.
West Philadelphia,
Yes,
born and raised.
Yes.
But he's still Will Smith. So
to me, he's not.
he's
sad.
not,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes me really sad.
And to each their own.
Yeah.
For me, he's still Will Smith. And I can say I was disappointed and still be a fan because I am.
Right.
I am
That's fair.
still a fan. You cannot take away his movie resume. Like, you can't take away Independence Day.
No.
The first one, not the second
Listen,
one. You can't take away I Am Legend. You
Very
cannot take away Hurricane.
talented man.
Yeah. Or not Hurricane. Was that Ali? Ali. My bad. Sorry, Will. Same with Jada. So you can never take away Set It Off.
Set It Off. Did I see Set It Off?
No. Because, and I'm going to tell you
I would
how
know.
you would know.
I'm going to tell you how I know you did.
That's how I know. Because you would know
appreciate
Jada
that.
and Set It Off, and you would know Queen Latifah as Cleo and Set It Off, which is what I look like if I took this wig off. So you would know.
Ooh, okay. So would you want, because there's no way you're not getting film, documentary, this, that, opportunities. Is it Queen Latifah who would play you?
No, but Queen Latifah is and I say this respectfully, she is my plus size model guru. I love her
that.
style.
Yeah.
Her style is amazing. And she dresses so beautifully. Like every time I've seen her on the red carpet, I'm like, you are amazing. So no, she wouldn't be the person I would choose to necessarily play me, but she would be the person I would choose to just have lunch with, just listen to.
I
know
love
what I mean?
that. Yeah. I love that. Have you seen the trend on TikTok where the bear
or the man?
The bear or the man. Yes, there we go. See, I've been off a little bit. Yeah. Do you choose bear or the man? Come on.
Honestly.
Hello. Yes.
So the question seems so simple, but as a woman, I get it. I get why women say I would choose the bear. I also respect the fact that there are women who say I would choose the man. I respect both.
Right. And
because I think it is based off of your experience.
That's right.
If you've never had certain experiences, you're probably going to choose the man. I respect that.
Right.
Me personally, honestly, I would take my chance with the bear.
Yeah.
I would.
I think I would too.
And that breaks my heart. You know what I mean? That we as women, those of us who would choose the bear, it breaks my heart that we would choose the bear. And it's such a heavy question. But again, I think it depends on your experience with a man. But yeah, I think I would take my chance. Now, just so we're clear, Limor, I ain't going in the woods. But let's be clear.
Okay.
But that's not what the question is.
That's
the
not what
question's
the question
like,
is.
if you were in the woods, if you found yourself in the woods, my whole thing every time I see the trend is, but why am I in the woods? Because why did I get out of the car? First of all, why was I driving through the woods? Like, these are things in my brain is like.
Listen, that is so fair.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. You have some fears with animals, nature.
Girl,
would you do first date hike? Again, no, we're sweating.
No.
Athleisure.
You are not going to get me hiking with my jiggly parts sweating, my rolls sweating, and we trying to have a conversation and I'm fighting for my life because I'm trying to get oxygen. No. No, Limor, I'm fighting. And you're like, so tell me about your childhood.
Here's my TikTok. I'll see you.
I'm from New Jersey. No.
What is your ideal first date?
Oh, you're going to laugh.
I've been laughing this whole time.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My ideal first date would be to meet up somewhere. The reason why my answer was going to be stuck in traffic in the same car.
Oh.
But that's not a date. And in order for me to be in the same car with you, obviously it's been more than one date. The reason why I say that is because I truly think you have some of the best conversations in the most random times just stuck in traffic. And Lord knows Atlanta has traffic. Yeah. So that's literally some of the best conversations I've ever had in a relationship with any guy has been in traffic.
I love that.
But I know it's not considered a date. So that's why I would say just first date would be meeting up. I'm good with a coffee shop because again, we're just having conversation.
Right. You want to see if do we even click? Do you look like your pictures?
Yeah.
Are you tipping? Are you not? Yeah. You want to see that.
I want to see that. I'm not a fan of online dating anymore. So I probably do know what you look like, but let's take the pressure off of it. Let's meet up on time and let's just have a conversation. Let's laugh. You know what I mean? Like, that's important to me. Can I make you laugh? Can you make me laugh? Can we just laugh and have like a friendship conversation and it vibes well? Yeah. That's my dream first date. Aww. But I mean, if he wants to take me to Dubai. On Emirates first class. Have you been on there?
No, but my mom.
Your mom has.
Listen, I got this job. I was so excited. It was in family law, exactly the field I wanted. My sister had planned a trip to Dubai. I made a mistake. I didn't tell them when I was interviewing, like, actually my start date should be like a week after that vacation. I just told them, I can start immediately. And then what did I do? A week in, maybe like 3 days shy of like me leaving, I told them I'm going on a family trip. So is it okay if I'm not here like the next week? I did it all wrong. I was so nervous, intimidated by everything. And they straight up said, no, you can't go. So what happened? My mom and sister, first class, Dubai. And I was just home and they were sending pictures and I'm like, my mom's like, don't worry, you're going to make enough money to do this on your own one day. I'm like, I'm not going there by myself ever in my life. This was the trip to do that, right? But no, I missed out on that.
Richard?
There we go.
First class to Dubai.
There we go.
Emirates, or I think it's pronounced Etihad. Etihad.
Etihad, yes.
First class. Get the apartment.
Yeah, he is a soccer fan, which, let me tell you, I think being soccer obsessed, a man being soccer obsessed is a green flag.
Okay, why?
Because that game, the men, listen, forget about David Beckham, I know, but those men are so family oriented. I guess forget about Ronaldo too.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not going well. But these men, okay, this sport, it's all about family. It's all about these guys. They come out with like kids, right? When they come out, it is so nice to hear about all of their relationships, and their fans know their relationships, right? So we will be sitting watching soccer, because in the beginning I was trying to probably impress him, but I actually fell in love with the game too, right? It was the World Cup when we first met, something like that. And they're all sexy. I mean, their coaches.
Yeah.
We should be ashamed, okay? Our football coaches in America are disgusting, okay?
They're hilarious.
Nasty. Go look up the soccer coaches.
No, I believe so.
They're
I believe you. Because when I did a study abroad in the Netherlands, it was during the time of the World Cup, and the Netherlands had, like, obviously, it's huge over there. It's huge. So I kind of got a little baptized in soccer, but the problem is it's hard for my attention span to watch soccer. Plus, I don't understand the rules well enough like I do football. So I just think if I were to get a tutorial on it, I would probably love it. But just being in the atmosphere of real soccer fans, ain't nothing like it.
Ain't nothing like it. We went to a summer game that was in LA. So I think those games don't really count for anything. Is that right? Preseason, that's what it's called. Okay. So the preseason games, right? And Richard is just telling me about the relationships these guys have with their wives. He knows about all their children, all these things. And not a lot of them are really embroiled in any controversy except the ones who I mentioned. But yeah, like Lionel Messi and his wife, I'm obsessed.
Yes, I have read about him that he's very family oriented.
Very family oriented. And that is who I want my man to look up to, right? Not these, I don't know, whoever. I don't even know the basketball players anymore. I just knew Kobe at that time. But,
you know LeBron?
Oh, yes, I do know LeBron. But LeBron came after Kobe, and people compare them, and it hurts my heart because Kobe is Kobe, and it's just, but no, I know LeBron, but I don't want,
You don't want Richard looking up to LeBron?
Looking up to LeBron? No.
Really?
Yeah, I don't trust him.
You don't trust LeBron? Why?
No, I just don't trust him.
Now, see, the thing with LeBron, in my opinion, LeBron, I'm surprised that you say
trust
that.
him.
Well, because LeBron, and the way I look at LeBron, he simply loves the game.
Yes.
He's been with his wife since high school. He loves his kids. Like, you don't see him involved in mess. I mean, think about it. You do not see him involved in mess. Like, he just seems like the type of guy that's like, look, as long as my wife, my daughter, and my sons are good, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, he loves the game. So however you feel about him when it comes to basketball,
maybe that's what it is.
But I think the personal guy, I'm like, you don't hear anything bad about him. You see him with his wife. You see him with his kids being funny, being active. Like,
Maybe I'm just a hater because he's post Kobe, and I just don't.
You could be
like
a hater, and you know what? The fact that you know that you're a hater, because Kobe is Kobe.
Kobe is Kobe.
But here's the thing: at some point, someone's going to have a conversation. LeBron is LeBron, and they're going to be talking about someone else, and they're like, you know, he's coming off the heels of LeBron, and I'm such a LeBron. You know what I mean? Because the Kobe is Kobe. There was someone who was like, look, MJ is MJ.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
So it just changes. So I get it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with you being like, look, you're not Kobe.
I'm just being a hater. You're right. There's no mess around LeBron. I just don't like him.
And that's okay. Yeah. And that's where I accept you for you, even when you're wrong.
I was sitting up straight, so proud of myself.
I accept you for you. Okay. But also last night I met his wife. So that's the reason why I'm like,
did you?
Girl, yes.
Oh, so there were a lot of like big names.
Savannah James was there.
Who.
And I took a picture with her.
Oh,
and
that's
I just am like,
cool.
You're just great. But in all seriousness, I do understand what you're saying about you are a Kobe fan. And it's like, no one can touch Kobe. And I get it. I do get it.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? When I was younger and Justin Timberlake was really famous, right? The guy.
Was it in sync or after?
After too. Oh, solo career?
Yeah, solo Justin or NSYNC Justin?
No, NSYNC Justin.
Okay, so we could not have been friends.
Oh, you're Backstreet Boys?
First of all, don't make that face. That's real disrespectful. Girl.
Really?
Girl.
Wow. Did we talk about this on a live before?
I feel like we did. I was in the newspaper for having a Backstreet Boy themed bedroom.
Oh my God. I remember you telling me this.
I just knew
on
I was
Alive.
Listen,
You got just as mad.
I just knew I was going to be Teresa McLean. I
Oh
just
my
knew I
God.
was going to marry AJ.
Yeah, and you pick AJ. You know what? Actually, hang on.
With all the tattoos?
Yes. And
Yes.
the facial hair?
Yes.
The facial hair? Okay.
AJ was my favorite.
Oh my God.
I loved Backstreet Boys.
Wow.
Like, you think about the Swifties and the Beehive, they would have had nothing on my love for BSB.
Really?
Girl.
What? BSB. I can.
So if you were an NSYNC fan,
I
I would have been
remember
looking
this.
at you real side-eye.
Listen,
like,
T.
ooh.
McCoy, I remember this conversation. I remember you telling us that you were in the newspaper.
I
Oh my
loved
God.
the Backstreet Boys. Like, it was an obsession.
So much so that you hated NSYNC, right?
Because you could not be both.
No, you couldn't.
Again, OG pop boy band fans, no, you could not be both
No.
now. You had to
No.
pick a side. And so I just chose the best one.
Backstreet Boys sucked.
I mean, and this is why you're where you are.
Oh my God.
And this is why I'm on this side.
Wow, that's why you have merch that you're selling. Let me see that shirt.
No,
Let
no.
me see that. Who
My
the
friend made
fuck
this.
Did I? Oh, so that's not merch.
Mm-mm.
Oh, so that's very
I
sweet.
just
It's very
like-
cute.
I just like how.
Yep.
Oh, I do have merch. Okay, fine.
Yeah, see,
but
look,
the point I'm making
You're halfway
is
through the Hollywood machine because you forgot to mention
the
your merch.
point
and
I'm
your attorney
making
had to tell
is
you.
when I said
Had to
that's why
remind you.
you're over there is
Uh-huh.
because that's why you're like a whole lawyer. I'm
Okay.
just over here.
You know what?
But that's okay because I still rock for my Backstreet Boys.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna take that and we're gonna edit this so it makes me look good.
Okay.
Okay. I like that.
I can put it in there that I am a Backstreet Boy fan.
Don't worry. I will. People will know. Okay. So what do you do when it's about to be May and all the videos online are Justin Timberlake?
So here's the truth. I loved the Backstreet Boys. I am older now.
Okay.
So I can laugh at it.
Okay, that's fair.
Because now I'm at an age where I can appreciate NSYNC. I know. Because here's the thing.
I like that.
After Backstreet Boys, I went to Solo Justin.
Okay, so I was going to ask because you mentioned that.
Yeah, so Solo Justin, Justified, and Future Sex Love Sound, that was my celebrity crush.
Wow.
Future Sex Love Sound, Justin Timberlake was absolutely my celebrity crush. No offense to Jessica Biel, but I loved that. That is an album that I still listen to without skipping.
Okay, so is that because at that point, Backstreet Boys weren't really in the limelight, so you were allowed to now be a Justin fan?
It's more of he really and truly is a great singer, performer. And I felt like he kind of shined more on his own than he did with NSYNC.
I can respect that. Okay.
But yeah, that album, because I liked Justified.
Okay,
the first
yes,
one.
fair, yes.
But the second one is where I was like, okay, I'm spending money to go. I went to his show twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
So really you're an NSYNC fan. Okay, so now.
And what color is your BMW outside?
You know what?
Do you have all 4 tires?
Hang on. Ooh. Wow. Listen, we were just listening to the Carrie Underwood song. Okay. That just reminds me of the lyrics.
All 4 tires.
And Richard goes, what does she mean, carve your name in the leather seats? What is that? And I'm like, oof.
You didn't tell him?
You don't know? No, I didn't tell him. No.
Does he know?
Listen.
Does he know about Gangsta LaWyerLimor?
Oh my God. Why don't you educate him?
Richard, your wife has a gangsta side, okay? I don't think that you saw her TikTok lives before she met you, but she has a gangsta side. Do not let the laugh fool you. Do not let the pretty face fool you. She has a razor somewhere in her shoe at all times.
I cannot. I didn't have furniture, but I had weapons.
Okay. See? Okay.
Oh my God. I love that. Ooh. So Justin Timberlake. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah. When I was younger, I was like, okay, so there's Justin Timberlake. There could never be another famous Justin. That's what I thought, right? It's the whole like MJ is MJ, LeBron is. Even to the name, I thought there could never be one. And then we have Justin Bieber and we have all these other whatever.
You like Justin Bieber?
I think he's fine. I feel bad for him, but I've never been like a fan.
Okay.
How about you?
Same.
Yeah.
I like some of his songs.
And that's it, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a generational thing, maybe. I just was like, okay, I'm interested because you're singing with Usher, but it's also weird.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yes?
Taylor Swift or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Girl, because if you had said Taylor.
Do I look?
Okay, let's just carry on.
Now, Taylor Swift or Kanye?
Taylor.
Okay. That's fair.
Here's the thing with Taylor Swift, and I did this on my TikTok lives. I would play Taylor Swift.
Oh, why?
I would sing Taylor Swift because some of her songs, that song All Too Well 10-minute version, I genuinely can sing that song and belt it out like I'm on stage.
Wow.
Because I get it.
Yes.
I get it, Taylor. Like, I get your heart got broken. She is an amazing songwriter, in my opinion. And so, Bad Blood, I get it. Because I've had some friends that I'm like, I don't fool with you. I don't fool. And that's all Bad Blood is. She's just saying it very nicely, but she's saying, I don't fool with you. You know what I mean? And I'm only saying fool because we're on the air.
Yes.
I don't fool with you.
Yes.
So I get it. Yeah. I can rock with Taylor to an extent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I could never get into the fandom the way the fandom is. Like, what?
And I respect the Swifties. My cousin is a Swiftie. The 18-year-old.
Okay.
She's a Swiftie.
Listen,
and
you cannot talk shit on them.
I
Because they will.
I do it to her.
They're going to come after you.
So the different for me, I like Taylor Swift. I love Beyonce.
Okay.
And I say that because Renaissance came out right after my divorce, and I was playing it as I'm rebuilding. So Renaissance holds a special place in my heart. Break My Soul, I was dancing all around the house to Break My Soul.
I love that.
And then I saw her. Shout out to Atlanta Night 1.
Wow. Time of your life.
Girl.
I've never been to a Beyonce concert. Richard.
Because you haven't really...
I haven't really what?
You haven't really lived.
Oh, there we go.
know what I mean?
I agree with you.
Are you working so much that you're just not taking time? LaMor, you got to go see Beyonce. You need to see Beyonce. You need to watch Set It Off. And you need to watch Color Purple. Those three things I want you to do before we meet again.
Okay. And then I'll meet you in Dubai.
As long as you were on Emirates or Etihad first class. And I've never been. I've been to Dubai. I've never been on those planes. But they have like really nice first class, like an apartment type thing.
Yeah.
So I want you to experience it. I want Richard to get that for you.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah.
I love it.
You deserve it.
I do deserve it.
You do.
Oh, Reesa. So do you see yourself moving to LA?
Only if I absolutely had to.
Okay. And that means if work lands you here.
Because LA's beautiful, but it's not Atlanta. Like, where do you go if you want to get some fried chicken and collard greens?
That's a very good question.
Have you ever had collard greens?
I have.
Okay, where did you go?
But can I tell you're going to die. I had collard greens at a place called Jack and Jill's in Beverly Hills. They had no reason to have that on the menu.
Okay.
But I did see it on the menu.
Okay.
Got it. It was great.
Okay.
It was great. Probably not like anything you've tasted.
Nope,
They probably don't have the flavor. You could already tell.
I can already tell. Yeah. When you said Jack and Jill's in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
And start with Aunt something
No,
or
I'm so embarrassed.
Or Grandma Jane something. Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
So if I want fried chicken in LA, fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, maybe sweet potatoes.
Okay. I don't know if they have all the sides.
Okay.
But there is a place called Cluckin' Chicken.
One more. Okay. Okay, continue. No, be fair. Clucking chicken. Okay.
And I don't even think you can go there and sit and eat. I think it's just a ghost kitchen.
Okay. So when you go to
they
Atlanta,
have great pickles.
Pickles.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Is that okay? No, it's not okay.
No, it's not okay.
Okay.
But when you go to Atlanta, as soon as you enter the South Side, the smell of the air is grease. So you're ready for the fried chicken. You're ready for the mac and cheese. And you want to go to a place. Let me tell you, I need y'all to go to Atlanta. Have a layover in Atlanta before you go to Dubai.
Oh, I love it.
Go to the South Side. It's going to smell like grease and weed. It's fine. Don't be scared. You're going to go to a place. You're looking for a place that has a woman that's serving with like a gold tooth or really, really fat arms. The chicken is going to be banging. I'm telling you.
This is any spot over there.
Any spot. As soon as you walk in, if she's like, "Can I take your order, honey?" And yes, that's when you're like, I just want some fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, collard greens.
Oh my
God. Then as soon as you finish eating, your stomach is probably going to be like, what was this? But you will know that you've been blessed.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm Jewish, so I have all of the stomach issues, okay?
I know you're Jewish,
all of them, yes, because you saw me go to Shabbat every Friday, right?
Yes.
And I would love to be sponsored by Tums. That would be wonderful, okay? because
Shout out to Tums.
Shout
Y'all
out
call,
to Tums.
Call Limor.
Please call me.
Yes.
Please. Listen, do you know what kind of sponsorships I want?
What do you want?
I want
Let's manifest it.
always overnight pads with wings, okay?
You're an always girl too? Me too.
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
Always, listen, I trust always.
There we go.
I know this is so TMI, but to the women who know, I trust always.
I trust them too.
I have fooled with always since high school.
Yes.
And will always fool
And
with
will
always.
always.
Okay, so you
If
want
they call
always?
you, send them to me too.
I will.
Yes, I want always. I want Tums.
Tums, okay.
At a certain point, I wanted Zevia, but
Right.
yeah, I'll take Olipop. Olipop is pretty good. Have
Okay,
you had Olipop?
Olipop,
A little expensive per can, like
you can afford it.
$4 to $5. That's a lot.
A can?
For a can, yeah. Listen, have you been to Erewhon?
Mm-mm.
Okay, don't go there.
Okay.
Okay, it's one of those really super expensive grocery stores that shouldn't be super expensive. Their prices are offensive.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll stay away from offensive stuff.
But they do have good breakfast burritos, but they're like $17, but they're so good.
$17 for a breakfast burrito.
Yeah, but it's good. But don't go there. Don't go there.
$17 for a breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Because I'm just saying you can get that fried chicken on the south side of Atlanta
Okay.
for
Hang
like
on.
$10 with 3 sides and a piece of cornbread and a Kool-Aid. Well, it ain't really Kool-Aid. It's now punch, but it's going to taste like diabetes, but it's good. And
I
you talking
need a
about
Costco-sized Tums to go to the South, I think.
do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But you won't be the same.
Wow.
You'll be like, you know what? That Reesa Teesa, she was right. This is some good chicken, Richard.
Oh, I love that. We have also Dave's hot chicken here, and it's not good though.
Okay.
It's not
Spicy.
good. It's spicy, but it's like there's powder
Yeah.
on it or whatever, but I don't like it.
Okay. I don't like spicy food, so we're good. Go to Annie Laura's in Clayton County.
Oh, wow.
in
Okay.
Riverdale. Annie Laura's now. You're going to wait, but it's worth the wait. You can sit in the car.
It's worth the wait.
It's worth the wait.
Mm-hmm.
It's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, if you go to Atlanta, you're going to have to get some lemon pepper wings.
Ooh, I love lemon pepper.
Okay.
I love lemon pepper. But what? I love what?
Wings.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Did you see that? Did you catch what happened when she didn't hear what you said? She's like, I love what? That's it. That's that gang. I'm telling you, Richard, I'm trying to warn you. Yeah.
You know what? I didn't even catch that.
Girl.
Wow.
You be like, I love what? What'd you say about my mom? You did.
Oh, poor
You did.
Richard.
Poor Richard.
You'll be
Oh.
okay.
What'd you say?
Why do I do that? I don't know.
Because deep down, you're a gangsta boo.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you? Yes? Okay.
But I'm trying to hide it.
Okay, you're trying to hide it. Yes, because I do remember. Didn't you either file for divorce or break up with Legion on his birthday?
So, yeah. No, I filed for divorce a week after his birthday. I kicked him out on his birthday.
On his birthday.
And,
I'm just asking.
okay, I thought maybe you were trying to insinuate that I shouldn't have did that.
No. Do I look stupid to you?
No.
No.
I'm messing with you.
Okay.
Yeah, it was his birthday. It was.
Have you heard from him since?
Not directly.
Oh, he's going through.
we have no contact directly, but he's done interviews that I'm just like,
Okay, so because you have that fandom on Reddit, okay, I had heard he had done interviews.
Yeah.
I'd heard that. I didn't want to watch them, but I did see on the Reddit thread, which I think it's called "Who the Fuck Did I Marry?" Fans.
Okay.
They're very nice. They're very nice. But they posted his interview, like he had one sit down YouTube interview, something like that, and he lied about everything.
Yeah.
He even said I didn't live with her.
yeah.
Even to the point where I think he said something like, I lost weight because I was going to the gym. It's not that I hurt my knee and I lost weight because I couldn't do anything. That is a pathological liar, lying for no reason.
Yeah. And there's no end to the lying.
Right.
Like there are people in my life who were there
Right.
to physically see the weight loss, to physically see that you were living in your car. You posted about
he
it.
He didn't live in his car too.
You posted about it on social media at the time, and it's still up. So I watched the interview, and literally I was like, this is a typical Tuesday night for him.
Wow. Why'd you watch the interview?
Why would I not?
Oh.
Because number one, in terms of let's see what you said, and do I need to make a phone call? Because now I have a team.
There we go.
That consists of an attorney.
Okay.
So, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, but it's crazy. But then it's also like, I told you. I was sitting there like, I told you.
Right.
I told you guys that this is how he is. So,
But let me say, you reminded me that one of your first stories, you had the disclaimer in it. And when I heard the disclaimer, I'm like, I bet she's watched my videos. when I heard it, because I was so heavy on disclaimers before, right? We don't need to be getting in trouble because of social media content, all of that. So I was very proud of you because you were very, very smart in the way you were posting. But is there anything that you wish you had not said during the story time?
Yeah, the only thing I wish I would have done differently was taken better care to assign fictitious names.
Okay, that's fair, yeah.
That's it. But honey, not everything was even in this series. No.
Wow, what's the juiciest thing you left out?
His skin condition.
Oh. I'm trying to figure out, can we talk about it? Was it something that he had but pretended not to have? Or
So a very, very small gist of it.
Yeah.
He told me he was allergic to cinnamon. Right. And that he had a bad allergic reaction, but his skin was a problem. I think it reminds me more of a psoriasis.
Okay.
That would flare up really, really bad. And I just never talked about it, to the point that people in my real life were like, I'm shocked you did not talk about that, because it made so many people uncomfortable how bad it was. And I never mentioned it, but it was bad. So that's why I said, look, this easily could have been 100 parts. Easily. But it was time for all that. So if, oh, I know. But I look at it like this. If the opportunity comes for book, movie, show, and they're like, okay, let's put it all out there, I will put it all out there, because again, it's my story. But yeah, I didn't even talk about that. But there were different posts that I saw where people were like, what is going on with this? And I never addressed it. I never addressed it, never touched it, never even mentioned it. But yes, that easily would have been like 20 parts just on that one subject.
You did this story in a weekend?
Yeah. For like, what was my birthday is the day after Valentine's Day. So I think it was a Wednesday to Saturday, because Sunday is when I did my TikTok live to try to answer some questions.
Oh, so, there we go. Because people were saying, why hasn't she posted the next part? And it's like, you have 100 hours of content.
Yeah.
And this woman did it in one weekend for all of you. There are people who leave us hanging for a week. Oh, I've just been so busy. No.
Or follow for part 20.
Follow for part
I hate
20.
That. I hate that.
I hate it too.
So that's why I didn't do that. I was like, y'all, it will be posted. Just give me time. Let me sleep.
You were really good. You were really good to your followers.
Yeah.
You were really,
and I didn't know it was going to turn into what it turned into, but I clearly saw like in the 40s that, okay, where's the next part? I keep refreshing and I'm like, it's coming. It's trying to upload. Just give the phone some time. But
Yep. I just had it on, just like you said, like an audiobook. I just had the playlist on and I was going through it. And if I missed a word, I didn't care. I'll watch the part again. I'm going to watch the part again. I want to know everything that this pathological liar did and said. The phone calls. Hey, Mom. Yeah, can I talk to Cindy? Oh, my God, my little sister. It's my little sister. She says hi. Like, what are you?
I know.
Why lie? This is the pathological liar thing, right? You're lying about things nobody cares about.
Yeah.
None of it matters. Yeah. You are just bored.
No,
and you don't think you're lying, right? Is that part of it?
Well, no, I think he definitely knew he was lying, but I really do think that some of it is I'm trying to portray that I come from a close family too, because I come from a close family.
Again,
so I
mirroring
think that I think it was more of like, well, I come from a close family too. I talk to my brother every day. My brother says hi, only to find out your brother hasn't spoken to you in years.
His brother is on your side, if we're picking sides, or what, at least supports you in knowing we know you told the truth. Yeah. We know he's like this. We don't know why he's like this.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel towards Legion now?
I feel like
that name.
I've made my peace.
Okay. So is it indifference now?
It's more of I say this and I hope that this is clear. I've made my peace with the fact that I won't ever get an apology.
Okay.
I've made my peace with the fact that I won't ever understand the why, but I do still feel like you stay over there and I'm going to stay over here because God's not through with me. So if you come over here, I don't want to test God. In terms of, I'm going to leave you alone. Because again, this was my experience.
Yes.
I know exactly what you put me through, but you stay over there and I'm going to stay over here. And I leave you over there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's so much indifference. It's just, I know based off of what I've seen in the interviews, if he hasn't moved on, he is on his way to moving on. I wish her all the best. I do not judge her.
You're telling me, hang on.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's apparently in a new relationship. I don't judge it. I don't judge her because I was her.
Okay.
And there was
fine. Let's be mature like Reesa.
But here's the thing, you got to remember,
I don't judge her either.
I was her. And there was an ex before me who was gracious and answered my questions.
That's right. Wow,
so
was she gracious?
If ever that opportunity came, I would do the same thing. But I also understand that this was my experience with him. And you can have different experiences with the same person. So I just feel like I'm not ever going to get an apology.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
And you're okay
and
with
I'm
that.
never going to understand why I'm okay with that. That's how I feel.
I love that. I appreciate that.
But you can still catch these hands. So stay over there. That's what I mean. Like,
I love
you know
it.
how you can make your peace with someone, but you're like, okay, so another movie you need to watch.
Tell me.
Is called Why Did I Get Married? It's a Tyler Perry movie. And the part that I want you, the part that you're going to pay attention to is towards the end when Jill Scott's character is in the bathroom with the woman who used to be her best friend that had an affair with her husband. This is years later. If you watch the whole movie, it'll make sense.
Okay.
But this is years later, and Jill Scott is telling her, she's like, you know what? I thought that when I saw you, I would like whoop that ass, or I would do this, and I just feel nothing. I'm gonna just pray for you, but don't test me. That's how I feel.
There we go.
Okay, I feel nothing.
Yeah,
but don't test me.
Yes, I love that.
You can catch these hands.
That is a vibe,
Yeah.
Reesa Teesa. So tell us what is next for you. How can we support you? How can we give you our money? Because let me tell you something. You provided entertainment, okay, for what, 100 hours? I don't even know how many hours, whatever it was. 6 hours?
500 minutes, 8 hours.
8 hours. Oh my God. That was free entertainment for us.
I know.
Okay, so we deserve to give you our money.
So on my TikTok, I opened up a store.
Okay, yes.
So I have a merchandise store with all kinds of stuff. So you and Richard, I'm going to find a way. I'm going to do it because y'all are married. So I have a shirt that says, I know who the F I married. And it's for married couples who are like, who know. Look, like, I'm sorry what happened to you, Reesa, but I know who the F I married. So,
I love it.
But there's all kinds of stuff on there. Proof of funds.
Sure, I saw that, yes.
The company car, which is a forklift.
Oh my God.
So it's my sense of humor. Therapy is real in a wine glass.
Yes.
So yeah, the people.
Wait, hang on. Wine glass has Stella Rosa. Is that the wine?
Yeah.
Have they reached out to you?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to speak it.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I love my stuff. Stella Rosa for me.
Yes.
Is what Zivia was for you. So
that's why you're over there and I'm over here.
No.
Mine was a sugar-free soda alternative.
It was.
Look at that.
Because that face is like, you're doing so well. Like we joke, but you're doing so well. You know what I mean?
So sweet.
And I think it's great that you took time off to take care of you.
Yeah, I had to.
And then look what happened. You met Richard. And Richard
I know,
is so
he's a gem.
sweet.
Yeah. Look at his little wave.
So yeah. So people can go on my TikTok page. They'll see the Reesa Teesa shop. And I mean, other than that, it's like I'm having meetings to discuss what's next.
Yes.
But in terms of just being supportive, I appreciate when people are like, girl, can I give you a hug? You know what I mean? Like, but if you want to buy something, the TikTok shop. I mean,
and for the ones who followed you from Facebook, what's that URL to the shop?
It's www.reesateesa.store.
.store. I'm going to check that out because I love your vibe. I love your phrases. You have... Oh, you know what? Before we go, I need to know this, okay? Have any background check companies reached out to you?
Not yet, but they should.
They should. I cannot, but every brand that has ever come out of your mouth should have reached out to you. They're dumb. I swear. Not any specific brand. The people in marketing who don't catch on to these things quite as fast as they should.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. It's all coming.
Yeah, let's put it out there.
Let's put it out there. So much is already here. I'm so proud of you. I'm so honored that you were even following me before. I'm honored to meet T. McCoy.
Girl, I'm honored to meet LawyerLimor.
Oh my. I love you. Thank you for being here. You're so fun. You're so cute. Your voice brings me to a happy place.
Good. Your voice brings me to a happy place because you're still you.
Oh.
And I'm just happy to see that you're happy.
Thank you.
Did you get furniture?
I did get furniture.
Okay.
But let me tell you something. Green flag. Richard met me when I didn't have furniture and didn't judge me.
Richard is a green flag.
He is a walking green flag.
He is. I really, really think that. And I'm happy for you.
I love you. What a compliment for Reesa Teesa to give a man a green flag.
Because just in the way that he came in here, like he's supportive. And I think someone else, my attorney said that. Like he's supportive. So that's awesome.
By the way, your attorney
It's a whole vibe.
a whole vibe.
I know.
A whole vibe.
I know, girl.
Beautiful, fashionable. I mean, even her computer is what, pink? Oh my God. Look at her. Look
You see
at
the
her.
bag on the floor? Because I'm going to take it. I'm going to need you to represent me, though.
Listen,
Because I'm going to take it.
listen, when you put that kind of bag on the floor,
Right,
you can afford another bag.
You.
Okay.
You get it. You get
okay,
it. You
okay.
get it. Yeah.
Well,
she's a whole vibe.
she's a whole vibe. God, please bless us in the same way. Reesa, I love you. I
love you too.
appreciate you.
And I'm so happy for you.
You are the best. I'm so happy for you. Thank you.
Bifurcation.
Bifurcation. You don't even need to shout out your pages because if you don't know Reesa Teesa, you're living under a rock. But follow LawyerLimor on every platform.
Absolutely.
Get me to her numbers, please. I don't know if it'll happen, but 3.7 million. Damn.
I'm going to repost the crap out of this.
Damn. I love you.
Of course.
This was amazing again. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.